I decided to break the video ranking every NHL teams if they're going to get worse or better this season. I'm going to break it into 4 parts for every division. So next up, we got the Atlantic, which is probably the strongest division in the NHL. First up, we got Boston. They lost Allmark, so as long as Swayman doesn't get hurt, and they brought in Lindholm and Zadorov, they should be better than last year. I could see them being better than last year, but if Swayman gets hurt and they have Korpisalo as their starter, then they miss the playoffs. There is no chance if that happens. But I would say maybe a little bit better than last season. If Lindholm can perform, Zadorov can perform for what their salaries are going to be. Next up, we got Buffalo. I don't think Buffalo makes the playoffs again. They've been going through pain for now like 13 years, no playoffs, pretty much more than half my life. So I'm rooting for them. I hope Thompson gets back up to like 90-point season, but I say they'd be around the same, maybe a little better than last season. They got Byram now, so next we got Detroit. Detroit, they had the highest expected goals for, or like above expected goals for last season. Their whole team was shooting up way above the shooting percentage they should be. I'm going to say Detroit falls. They almost made the playoffs last season. I'm going to say they missed the playoffs by like 10 points this season. I don't think. And their decor is pretty abysmal, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to be very good. Next, we got Florida. Florida really didn't, like, they lost a little bit. They lost Lomberg, Stolarz, their goalie, their backup goalie, and Montour. I don't think they'll be much worse without them. Montour was a kind of a big piece to lose, but for the price he was asking for, worth letting him go. I'd say they'll still be a top 6 team in the NHL next season, but maybe a little regression. Next, we got Montreal. I am a Canadiens fan and a Calgary Flames fan, so I'm hoping Montreal, they pull through, maybe they make the playoffs. I don't think this is the year, but I can see them being 10 points better than they were last season. So they probably won't, probably end up like 8th last, but cheering for them. Next, we got Ottawa. I'm scared, I'm sad for Ottawa fans, but I don't think they might be a little bit better. I don't think they're making the playoffs. Yeah, sorry, Ottawa. I don't know what is wrong with your system. Tampa Bay, they brought Gensel in. They lost Stamkos. Vasilevsky had like the worst season of his entire career last year. They also lost Sergachev, and their core is aging. It's kind of a hard. I feel like their team could be either way. Like, you can't really guess. I'm going to say they're a little bit worse, though. I think they'll still make the playoffs. I'm going to guess they are 5 or 6 points back from what they were this year. Last, for the Atlantic, we got the Maple Leafs. I think Toronto will do good this year. They brought in Stolarz as their backup. They have Woll as their starter. If both of them can stay healthy, I know Woll has those injury issues. I think they should be better than last year, but only probably like 5 points better. Either the same or better. Anyway, that's the end of the Atlantic Division, so stay tuned for the next video.